Let's talk cleaning and maintenance of the BERNINA L890. I'm going to walk you through how you can clean the air pipes, where to oil, and how often you should do this with this serger. One other thing this serger actually has is step-by-step onboard instructions for you to reference. If you touch the home button and get to the guided and expert mode where you can see the little book. In the book, you have the option for a maintenance, plus lots of other tutorials as well. And there are 4 different things that you can review here for cleaning the machine, oiling the machine, troubleshooting, and then using the threading wire and how to feed it through to maybe get something that might be blocking the air tubes and kind of help push it through. So one of the things that we want to talk about first is during use, your serger is going to get linty. So as you open this up and you realize that whatever fabric that you were serging on, that lint is all sitting right here. We tend to want to go, oh, don't blow into this. Don't use canned air either. Those are 2 no-nos for sergers, sewing machines, and embroidery machines. So anything that you can do to brush or suck it out, and there's those little miniature vacuum attachments you can put on your home vacuum, and it'll just pull it out. It'll suck it out. It's great. And that's actually good for other household things like your dryer, vents, areas where you can get in with the small crevice tools. But it actually works great for the serger. Get as much lint cleaned out, brush it out. Makeup brush works, a Q-tip works. Just get in there and pull it your way. Next, we can see where we need to oil the machine. So there's kind of 2 places you might want to look close at for oiling. You see right here, this particular kind of long shaft goes in and out of kind of a collar. And when you see that, it actually will probably be a little shiny on your serger. So that is because it's been lubricated. So anything that's dusty is going to be attracted to that kind of slightly lubricated area. You're going to remove the lint and out is going to come the oil or lubrication that's on there. So take your oil that came with the serger and put a couple drops on that shaft. And as you serge, you can kind of see it goes down and through and up. It will kind of take that oil where it needs to be. So a couple drops is great. And it's kind of a never-ending thing with sergers, lint, and that lubrication. So for you and I, this is the only place that we really need to oil. But if you keep that nice and, let's say, shiny, you will have a happy serger long term. But let's go ahead and talk about what we need to do on more of an annual basis. And I know some of you don't use a serger as often as others. So what do we want to do? We want to get you in the habit of having your serger serviced annually, just like your sewing machine. By that means that the service technicians take all the covers off, and every place inside the serger that's got places that move and connect, those 2 need to be lubricated. And we do leave that up to them to do that. They're also making sure that everything is in the precise location, the specs of everything being just so connected or not, close to each other. They measure all of that, just like they do for a service for a vehicle. Everything is checked for timing so it can run smoothly for another year. So instead of a 5,000 mile service tune-up, we kind of do about once a year. Now, what if you are one to have not used your serger in the last 12 months? The question we get all the time, do I need to have my serger serviced? Well, let's think about it. If this machine or you yourself sat for 12 months, it did nothing, are you going to need a little extra assistance? You're going to be kind of a little dried out, a little tight. It definitely is something that by having your serger serviced, whether it's been used or not, is going to keep it in top running condition. So if you want your serger to last, have it serviced annually. And if you're not using your serger, another thing you can do is actually just plug it in, Thread or no thread, just run the serger for a little bit. Just the lubrication, the movement of those parts, keep them from kind of just sitting for long periods of time. So think about that. When was the last time you used your serger? Should you get it out and just run it a little bit? Does it need to be serviced so the next time you do sit down with a larger project, you're not going to be frustrated halfway through because the machine hasn't been serviced or properly lubricated? Okay, take the time to clean. If you haven't done that for a little bit, open it up, clean that out, put a couple drops of oil in there, close it up, and you are good to go.